Good morning. Welcome to another edition of the Goalpost. I'm your host, Oluwamayowa. Well, I'm not flying solo today. Timmy is back. Timmy, good morning. How are you doing? We missed you.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Lagos, good morning, Nigeria, good morning to us here in the studio. It's good to be back. I was busy all through last week. Well, I'm here again. We're here this morning and we are ready to dive into it. It's been an amazing weekend of football. From the upsets to City crumbling again, Vinicius Samba dance. A lot to talk about, and we are ready to dive into it.
Well, it's an interesting weekend. I hope you didn't go the way of the bookie. A whole lot of bookie, were crying over the weekend because of how
Ah, I was part
things
of,
played out.
I was definitely part of them. City showed me shege, but we recovered yesterday, so alhamdulillah.
So you were one of those that didn't really that was probably tearing ticket at the end of the day. I mean, sometimes bookies go through it, but in any case, let's get into it. A whole lot of top teams meshed up over the weekend. I mean, um, a typical example, especially in the EPL, and also in the you know in the Bundesliga too. I mean, we saw Dortmund losing, we saw Bayern Leverkusen losing, we also saw Bayern Munich also losing, and those were the things that probably would get the bookies into trouble. But in any case, let's start up with the English Premiership. Um, Forest Stones City winning 1-0. I mean, I watched that particular game, and it seems you were one of those that constantly said City is not back yet, that their performance does not indicate that they have gone through the rough patch, that they are on the right path. They lost again to a Nottingham Forest that has been very fantastic. Nottingham Forest remarkable season continues as they secure their first victory over Man City since 1997, solidifying their position in the Champions League spot. Callum Hudson-Odoi 83rd minute goal was a decisive moment, showcasing Forest's resilience and tactical discipline. Man City title hope suffers a significant blow, raising questions about their consistency against a top team this season. What do you make of that particular game, owing to the fact that the last time um, the last time Nottingham Forest was able to dispatch a Man City side was about 28 years ago. And if you look at that particular game, earlier this season, Man City was victorious over Nottingham Forest, defeating them 3-0. And in that particular game, a lot of people felt Man City were back. Then the poor form of run started again. What do you make of that particular game? Man City could not cut it against Nottingham Forest.
I've said it over and over again. People need to stop giving excuses for Pep. Pep in-game changes actually ended the game. We should stop giving excuses for him. This is a man that spent um, close to 200 million in the January transfer window, and the team still look the way it does. Yes, Pep's pedigree in the Premier League top notch. Pep's record in the Premier League top notch. Pep dominance in football top notch. We agree with all these things. But when you now start drifting away from what we know you of, even in the bad season, you're still competing for top four. That's good. It's an amazing feat. But now we are seeing a team that is not in the UEFA Champions League, a team that is not in the Carabao Cup, a team that is not competing for the league, a team that is the only major thing is fighting for is top four and being beaten by your arch rivals in the top four. Because if you look at it, before they played the match, Nottingham Forest was not just 1 point ahead of City. City wins and they climb third. and they blew it. And you could see the way they were playing. And you want to tell me, it's the players, it's the player. What about you blame the coach? The coach has to take some blames also. Because the in-game changes is absurd. It's totally outrageous. Because see the way the game was. Just look at Nottingham Forest players was having a field day. They were playing, hitting the bar, Ederson making saves. It was almost as if they've exchanged, and Nottingham Forest is now the Man City because the way they were playing is absolutely amazing. And again, I have to say this: Pep, I think Pep has lost it already. Um, he stayed too long at City. Should have left. I think he's now damaging his own legacy with all these things happening, and it's really a shame. People want to come and talk about injuries. I've said it over and over again. Injuries are part of football. You should manage to get results with what you want. Injuries are part of football. Um, Madrid keep having injuries week in, week out. Injuries week in, week out. Injury week in, week out. Rudiger, this one is out, that one is out, and they keep on winning. And when Madrid loses, I don't hear anybody saying Madrid has injuries. No, nobody said that. Everybody will say, "Oh, Madrid don't lose." Nobody ever said that. But when a Pep team loses, they bring it back to injuries. And he himself be shamelessly say, "Give me my players back." You have all your players back, bro. You're doing nothing.
Okay, I mean, do you think? I mean, if you look at the table right now, um, Man City is out of the Champions League spot. Do you think we are going to see a Pep Guardiola coach in the Europa League next season? Because I mean, that has not
I
happened before.
would be so happy. Nothing will make me more happier than seeing.
Is that the Manchester United in you talking?
No. It's not the Manchester United. It's not the rivalry. No. I hate when a fraud is being celebrated. Pep is a fraud.
How do you mean? Can you expand
He
on that?
goes to he
Are
goes
you
to a
saying
team.
all his achievements from Barcelona, promoting a whole lot of younger players from the Team B of Barcelona, promoting them to the Team A, and they ended up, dominating Europe, moving over to Bayern Munich? Yes, he didn't win the Champions League there, but he dominated in the Bundesliga. Coming to Man City, he has dominated, winning 4 EPS titles in a row, and also winning the Champions League. Are you saying all those things is not his hard work? Is a product of fraud? Is that what you're saying?
Now let's go back a little bit. Yeah, this might take a while. Let's go back a little bit. In his days of Barcelona, how many young players did he promote from the team B to the team A?
I mean,
Sergio.
Sergio Busquets, Messi.
No, Messi was not promoted by him.
Okay,
Messi won the Champions League before he came.
yeah, true.
Messi was promoted by Frank Rijkaard. Messi played with Ronaldinho, Eto, and all these guys.
That's true. So he
So
promoted
Messi
he promoted
was by
Sergio Busquets. Which
before
other
he
person?
came, Messi was the second best player in the world. Before Pep came, Messi was the second. Yes, I think second. Yes, Messi was the second best player in the world, behind Ronaldo. Before he came, before Pep came to Barcelona in 2009, Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or 2008. Messi was second.
True.
So he didn't promote Messi. So it was only Sergio Busquets. That was the only player I promoted in that Barcelona team.
So
Who else? He
it
went
was
ahead to buy. He went ahead to buy a Gerard Piqué that
from
wasn't
Manchester
playing
United. From
at
Manchester
Manchester
United.
United. He didn't promote him. He was a prospect. We know this guy is good, but he couldn't start ahead of Vidic and Rio.
I mean, Busquets was part of Piqué was part of the team that won the 2008 Champions League with Manchester
Exactly.
United. Yes.
So he was only normal. Fine. Manchester United got him from Barcelona. He was even at Man U. He developed. He was not. He didn't promote him. So the only player we could really see he promoted was from the team B to the team A is Sergio Busquets. And that is the only player Pep has produced.
So
Every other player throughout his managerial career, he has went ahead to buy them. Every amazing player throughout his managerial career, look at it. He goes to a team that they are destined to win already. When the going was tough in Barcelona, when Mourinho came and break the dominance and everything was going hot, he left, he ran away, went to Bayern Munich. A Bayern Munich had just won the UEFA Champions League. Couldn't take them 3 times, couldn't take them to the final of the Champions League. First one got knocked out by I think Real Madrid. Yeah, I think so. I think got knocked out by Real Madrid or something. Second one, I think Barcelona. Third one, Atletico Madrid. With that amazing Saul Niguez goal. 3 times got knocked out. He obviously before he came, Bayern Munich was already winning the Bundesliga now. So that one is still gist. You can't come and tell me he dominated German football when it's something they've already been dominating before he came. And he left there and came to Man City. Man City was already the best team on paper in the league before he came. On paper, Man City was already the best team in the league before Pep came. Look at it. When Mourinho was saying football heritage and was saying where did Man City finished before Pep came, check it. 4-5 seasons before, won the league twice, finished second, finished third. It's just like saying a manager coming to Liverpool. You can see how Arne Slot is performing because Liverpool team is top notch before he came, so he could move them along, move them forward from there. If Pep really wants to show that he is a good manager, he should have come to Tottenham Hotspur.
Tottenham Hotspur that doesn't spend money.
No, let's see. Pep came to Man City and he was buying defenders for the fee you pay for a striker.
Well, that's true. I mean,
He came and started buying defenders.
Kyle Walker was bought for £80 million.
He came and started buying defenders for big money, buying players for big money, spending recklessly. Of course, he has results to show for it. They won Premier Leagues, won Premier Leagues, and all that. But the win in Man City is being stained by the 115 FFP charges.
That's
it's been stained. So these things. So now people will come and tell me Pep is this. Pep. Tell me one player Pep has produced.
I mean, he promoted Phil Foden from the
that's all
from the academy.
Is he an amazing player?
Oscar Bob, Puse, McCarthy, and just Cole Palmer too. He promoted Cole Palmer from the academy.
But Cole Palmer didn't flourish under him.
Yeah, he did not, obviously. Cole Palmer wanted playing time and he wanted him to hold on a bit.
He doesn't have, if he wanted to keep Cole Palmer, there is a way you speak to these players. Adangula is wasting on them at this bench because of the way Ancelotti is talking to this guy. If you have convinced a Cole Palmer, stay, don't worry, you will play. But he's a panda. He doesn't want to care about the players' emotions. That's how I see it. He practically sold the Julian Alvarez to Atletico Madrid and has been amazing. And now you are lacking. How come?
Well, that's true. That's true.
Phil Foden, yes, he promoted Phil Foden. Phil Foden is promoted, and Phil Foden is now a system player. He cannot perform anywhere else outside that Pep system. And now Pep system is not working. You could see Phil Foden is not playing anything. Kevin De Bruyne, he can't perform anything outside Pep's system.
I mean, Gundogan went to Barcelona. He came back. He couldn't perform.
Gundogan went to Barcelona. What did he do? Nothing. Of course, Gundogan was spectacular for Bundesliga, but you can never compare the Bundesliga to the Premier League.
That's true.
So these are the things. So at the end of the day, people should forget about this Pep praises and look at the bright side of things. for a little bit. You went ahead January transfer window, buy Mama Mush, Nico Gonzalez, Krishanov, Victor Reese, all these guys, 4 additions to your team, and you still play badly.
That's it. So, I mean, do you think it's high time for Guardiola to leave, or if he doesn't leave, do you think it's high time the hierarchy at Man City begins to look at other options that could replace him? Because I mean, the result is not
Alagidi,
giving.
Alagidi ni, Alagidi. You know what Yoruba say? Alagidi is it's very stubborn human being. He will not leave.
Oh,
The problem is they will want to stay and change people's perception, people's opinion next season, and it's going to be worse.
do
Rodri will not be Rodri again. That's what you prefer to realize. A player never comes back to how it was when you go for this lengthy injury.
hmm,
You can never be that 100% again. We've been out for almost all the season. You can never be the same.
wow.
And I want to short this. Is Rodri? Is Rodri? He didn't have a proper DM. He went to get the proper DM now. What happened? What's this guy's name? Nico Gonzalez is a
Nico
proper DM.
Gonzalez. Yes.
Amazing footballer. What's happening? It's bigger than that. Pep has lost it. The style of play is now getting washed up. And that's it.
So for you, Pep is no more. But in any case, let's move over to the champions in waiting. Mo Salah again breaking record. He's currently the fifth highest goal scorer in the EPL. You know, scoring having a total of 184 goals, and is a bit is behind a Andy Cole who has 187, Alan Shearer with the highest who has 260. Do you think, with the way Salah is performing right now, and with although nobody has come out to say anything concrete as regards his contract situation, do you think he'll be able to break the record of Alan Shearer, owing to the fact that he continues to score and he continues to perform at the age of 33?
The problem is age is not on the side. Time is not also on his side. I think he only has a year or 2 more years at the top. At the top. Obviously, he's going to renew his contract at Liverpool. Maybe they give him a year or 2 years. That's what he has at the top. 2 years. Can he score more than 70 goals in 2 years? Nah, I don't think so. The Premier League is not that cheap. He's having a Ballon d'Or season, a Ballon d'Or worthy season. Amazing player. Again, um, I would love the Ballon d'Or to come to Africa. Um, so Salah might just nick it.
I
But
mean,
again, it's
it's
not
been
about who
30 years since Africa won the Ballon d'Or. So I mean,
yes, it's not about who wins the Champions League. Uh, so we have contenders ranging from all the teams. There's Barcelona there. There's PSG. The only team that I feel if they win the Champions League, they are not going to get a shout for Ballon d'Or is PSG.
okay.
This one has been amazing, but I don't think if they win the PSG, the League One is not really a force like that. But there is a Barcelona there, there's a Real Madrid, there's a Liverpool. Any of them wins the Champions League, a player from there wins the Ballon d'Or.
Okay. You know, that's interesting. In that particular game, Southampton took the lead. Liverpool responded emphatically in the second half with Darwin Núñez and Mohamed Salah scoring twice from the penalty, turning the game around. The win extends Liverpool's lead at the top of the table to 16 points. Um, and Southampton continues to face an uphill battle in terms of their fight against relegation. However, in that particular game, a lot of people have felt Darwin Núñez should not have been on the field. There was an incident that everybody felt Darwin Núñez should have been red carded, but I mean, he didn't get a red card. And after that, he was able to equalize, and he was also instrumental in getting a penalty for Liverpool, which Mo Salah considered. Do you think VAR has failed again? I mean, I watched that replay and I felt that Williams should have been recorded.
For me, I don't know. Was it really a red card? It wasn't really a tackle endangering the opponent. Fine, it was a strong tackle. He practically missed the ball. Wasn't even going for the ball. Maybe for indecent behavior, yes, but for the tackle, I don't think um, should have been a red card. Again, Darwin Nunes proving people wrong. That is the typical Darwin Nunes games where you feel is not it goes you feel you won't be able to score. That's what he scores. You could see the goal he scored. Amazing. One take, and it was one shot and a goal, just one touch. Amazing footballer. The penalty also he won the penalty for them before the Japanese defender decided to turn football to basketball. Use his hand
I mean,
to play the.
what was the defender thinking? Why would you?
I don't know what he was
There are
thinking.
over 26
Really,
cameras on that field. Why would you do that? And you think nobody will catch you?
I don't know what he was thinking. I really don't know. Um, but again, it's obvious that Liverpool was going to win, and Liverpool won, and it was an amazing match.
Okay,
Um,
let's move over to those that takes advantage of teams messing up. Before that particular game, Chelsea were some few points behind um, Man City, and with their win yesterday, they are currently sitting fourth. They are still about 2 points ahead of Man City, and with the inconsistency that has plagued Chelsea in the league, you might see Man City overtake them again. However, at the moment, if the league ends today, if the league ends today, Chelsea will be going to the Champions League. Well, Man City still has a shot at the Champions League too. Remember, in the Champions League, they calculate all the coefficients, and since the English side are doing very well, they have three teams probably getting to the quarterfinal, and that might probably influence the amount of team that will participate in the Champions League from England. However, Marc Cucurella's spectacular goal from the edge of the box secured Chelsea second consecutive EPL win. Leicester City's defensive resilience was undone by a moment of brilliance, highlighting the need for greater offensive threat. Chelsea back-to-back victory under manager Enzo Maresca indicate a potential turning in their season. I mean, Kopama got a penalty and he missed a penalty. A lot of people have said Kopama has gone cold. He has gone hot. He's always saying cold. Maybe he has gone hot right now, and it seems the coldness is melting away because of the fact that he's not performing very well. What do you make of that particular game? Chelsea struggling in front of goal. It took an intervention of Kurela for them to be able to win that particular match.
I think one of their best players this season has been Cucurella. Scoring headers, shots, being amazing in defense. One of their best players has been Cucurella. Again, Chelsea. I don't know. Obviously, it's going to be a race between Chelsea and Man City for the top four. Also, there are also some other teams looking around them there, and a slip up they can also take the spot. Um, Kopama, I think he has defrosted already. He's no longer cold. Nepa don't carry light, so like Nepa don't carry light, so he's not really cool. And that is a testament to Chelsea's form, to Chelsea's recent downturn. Kupama has been below par for quite a while now, and he's turning out in Chelsea's performance. I hope they get their asses together. I really hope they finish the season well. I think they still have some big matches to play.
Yes.
I think they will.
I mean, they're playing a Manchester United. They are playing a
Yes.
Newcastle. They still have a Tottenham to contend against.
So yeah, they have all these guys, and I don't think Man City really have so many big teams. I think the only big team Man City has to play now is Manchester United. I think they have to play Manchester United, and I think that's all. They are not really playing um, any big team like that. So, but again, Man City can lose to any team. It's normal. They are not really informed this period. So, it's going to be a tough battle between City and Chelsea. But I really hope and I wish Chelsea make it.
Okay, that's fantastic. Then let's go over to another team that is very consistent. They've remained consistent in the league. That's Tottenham Hotspur. Although Bournemouth, I don't understand what Bournemouth was thinking. You had a 2-goal lead and you squandered the 2-goal lead, ending up drawing that particular game. Bournemouth squandered the 2-goal lead with goals from Marcus Taverna and Evan Nissen as Tottenham mounted a comeback. Pape Matassa, unfortunate goal, and Son's late penalty showcased Spurs' resilience, but also defensive vulnerabilities. The draw leaves both teams reflecting on missed opportunity, with Bournemouth eyeing European sport and Spurs seeking a mid-table stability. What do you make of that particular game? Tottenham Hotspur continues their inconsistent form. The only thing consistent about Tottenham this season is their inconsistency. I mean, something has to give. You cannot perform so well in a game and the next one you are not doing. You are doing badly. I mean, well, it has been a very terrible 1 week for them. They lost in the Europa League. Now, uh, they escaped with a draw by the skin of their teeth.
I don't know. I don't know what was wrong with Tottenham. I think it's they are down mentally. You could see the way they were playing. They were not even trying, and it's just a pity for a team competing in the Champions League final some few years ago, and the way they are right now is really really a pity. I think end of season Son leaves. Son will leave end of season. He
Where do you
doesn't.
where do you think he will go if he leaves? Where do you think he will go if
I don't
he
know.
leaves?
There are much more better teams. Even if it comes to a United, it's better. It's better. At United, you still have more chances. It's better to be at United than to be there in Tottenham. It's really shameful the way they perform. Um, thank God, Sa to score and Son from the spot. Amazing, amazing player. Tottenham, I don't know. They are not relegating. They will just stay there. Same thing with Man U, and hope next season will be better. And again, they have an European League match coming up Thursday against AZ Alkmaar. I hope they win. They lost the first leg, I think 1-0. They have a very tough match coming up. I hope they win.
Do you think Europe has been a distraction for Tottenham this season, owing to the fact
Europe
that
has not been.
the
How
performance
can
has been
Europe be
poor?
a distraction? How can Europe be a distraction for a team that want to do well? Europe is never a distraction, and you are not even playing in the top one tier of the European tournaments. You are not playing in the Championship. You're playing in the Europa League, where you are not facing teams that are better than you. Teams, almost all the teams there, Tottenham is better than them on paper.
Hmm. That that
So, so I
that
don't know what they're doing.
that's interesting. Well, let's move on. Let's close the EPL out with another struggler, your team. Well, I'm going to ask you something much later about a particular Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes opened the scoring for United with a brilliant free kick, marking a rare half-time lead for the team. Declan Rice equalized for Arsenal in the second half with a superb shot, reflecting the Gunners' dominance in possession. Both teams had chances to win, but crucial saves, particularly by Arsenal's David Raya, ensured the points were shared. The result leaves Arsenal 15 points behind leaders Liverpool, denting their title aspiration, while United remains in the lower half of the table. I mean, after that match, a Sky Sports reporter asked Ateta about the league, and he stormed off angrily. What do you make of that performance? Is it that storming off? Is it an indication that Ateta has
You don't
considered
end now. You
Ateta
know,
has
say you don't
considered
end.
the league?
That is you don't end. The meaning of the working of it, you don't end. No ask me again. This one, no, you don't end like this. Una just leave me. That's the meaning of the working of, because I don't know. They asked him about the league. He has always been saying they will do their part if Liverpool sleep off, blah 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 blah. But now you're not even doing your part. Nothing. They should be winning against this Manchester United side. This Manchester United team. This one. This is the worst Manchester United team in history. Nothing, no spark from anywhere. And of course, on paper, Arsenal were the better team. But on the pitch yesterday, Manchester United really gave a good account of themselves.
I mean,
If not for
if,
David Raya, if
if
not for David Raya,
yeah, sure.
and the inconsistency, that no, that's not even inconsistency. That's the down form That's not inconsistent, because inconsistency is if you play well this week, next week you did not play well. The down form. I've seen strikers. Man United have signed strikers. Oiland is the worst of them all.
I mean,
Oiland is the worst striker United have ever had in this lifetime. Because it's amazing. How can you get the ball and the Declan Rice coming from behind you, we still make the tackle and save it? It's usually unheard of. Just play the ball once and hit the back of the net. Why are you dressing the ball? Are you a hairdresser? What are you doing?
well,
So these are the things. I think Oiland will leave at the end of the season. I
well,
think Oiland will leave at the end of the season. Is already is getting too much. Zegzi, what a baller. Amazing player.
uh,
Bruno once again saving United. Is really amazing. And again, I think the referee is at fault. Because the wall, the gap, the space between the wall and the ball is longer. It should usually be 10 yards. And I think is when it was measured, it was 11.2 yards. So it was a bit longer. And the positioning of David Raya for the goal was also a mistake. It was too far left. And of course, Bruno, amazing magician, punished them with it. And amazing.
I mean, you've spoken about Zegzi. There were reports that Zegzi stays behind after training, to improve on his shot on target, to improve on how he shoots at goal, and we are beginning to see the result. But there's a particular player that's been very fantastic all season. If you remove the contribution of Bruno Fernandes from Manchester United this season, I think Manchester United might be relegated. I mean, do you think Bruno Fernandes should leave Manchester United?
Even if Bruno leaves, I don't think Man United will be missing much. I don't like the way people used to say, if you remove this person's contribution, if you remove Bruno's contribution, if Bruno is not playing, another player will play, and the goals will come from somewhere else. That's how it has been. Another player will play, and the goals will come from somewhere else. Nobody is an island. Bruno is not doing it alone. Bruno sometimes he overdoes these things. He overplays, overforce the ball sometimes. Things he shouldn't do, he does them. So that's why sometimes people don't rate Bruno that much. But he's an amazing talent. If he wants to leave, he can leave. Obviously, if he wants to win trophy, he should leave. He should go somewhere else. But I think he's the captain. He's loving United. He loves the fact that he's the number one guy there. When you move to another team now, you're not going to be the number one. And I think he wants to be the number one.
Okay, and that's fantastic. Let's move over to the league that made a whole lot of people cry over the weekend. Let's move to the Bundesliga. I know a whole lot of bookies they'll probably be crossing their luck on Saturday. There were a whole lot of surprising results in the Bundesliga. Let's start out with the Bayern Munich game. Bayern Munich were defeated by Bochum. A lot of people might say it was because of the red card. They had 10 men and just that, but we've seen a team go down with one man and win games. Bayern Munich were also leading that in that particular game 2-0, and they squandered the 2-goal lead. Bayern Munich squandered the 2-goal lead, suffering a shocking home defeat to relegation threatening Bochum. Rafael Guerrero's early brace seems to set Bayern on course for victory. A controversial red card for João Palhinha before halftime shifted the game momentum. Bochum capitalized with goals from Jakov Medic, Ibrahima Sissoko, and Matthias Barrow to complete the comeback. Despite the loss, Bayern remained 8 points clear at the top of the table. What do you make of this particular game? They had a 2-goal lead. They had a controversial record, but they messed up.
They remained 8 points clear because Leverkusen too lost.
Yes.
Dortmund also lost. It's the first time since 1980 something the three of them will lose in
87.
Yeah, 87. Three of them. That's the first time. It's amazing how people now blame red card for a loss when Barcelona actually win with a red card in the Champions League. Teams have won matches with red cards. Teams have defended better. Arsenal had a red card against City. City had to wait till the 9 minutes of the game before they equalized. This is a threatening, a relegation threatening side in Bochum. Bayern should have won the game. There's no excuse.
And they had a two-goal lead.
They had a 2 goal lead in the beginning, so there's no excuse. Bayern should have won. It's a shame that Bayern did not win. But again, that's football. In football, that's why they say anything can happen. Nobody knows. I think all the big teams really struggled to win. Even the Liverpool we were talking about earlier, they struggled. Almost all the big teams struggled to win the matches they won, and it doesn't change anything. They go in the Champions League against Bayer Leverkusen a couple of days time, and they'll perform and they'll win.
Okay, well, that's fantastic. Let's go to Bayern Leverkusen game. Bayern Leverkusen also lost. Um, Ritz got injured, and that has added to the woes of Bayern Leverkusen. Remember, a whole lot of their players have been struggling with injury this season, especially even our own Victor Boniface. Just came back from injury and has not been playing regularly for Bayer Leverkusen. Bremen ended the 5-match losing streak with a surprising victory over a second-placed Leverkusen. Romano Schmid opened the scoring early, exploiting a defensive error. Leverkusen Florian Wirtz suffered an ankle injury, casting doubt over his availability for the upcoming Champions League game. Despite the late pressure, Leverkusen couldn't find an equalizer, and Justin Lindman sealed the win in stoppage time. The defeat leaves Bayern Leverkusen 8 points behind leaders Bayern Munich. I mean, what do you make of this particular game? A whole lot of people have said it seems Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen, they are one season wonder, and the defensive error for me is what bothers me about this Bayer Leverkusen side.
People should not say that. People should not say that. People should not say they are one season wonder. People should look at where they are coming from. Where they are coming from is very, very important. Where they are coming from, this is a team Xabi Alonso took from towards relegation and done remarkably well with them over the course of 2 years. So people should not say they are one season wonder and all these things. No. I don't like that word. Obviously, they've been performing. They've been trying their best. Obviously, you can't outperform Bayern Munich in a league like that. Bayern Munich has all the money. Bayern Leverkusen, I don't know. They wanted to sell Boniface now. Maybe it was that Assad and now decided to go and buy John Durant. They wanted to sell Boniface. Imagine they sell Boniface with this whole injury crisis they have up front. What will still be happening with them? I don't know what all these clubs think when they make decisions. And I just feel January transfer window they could have added some players to their team to give a push for the title. I think this season is done already. 3-0 in the Champions League. They are not overturning that. In the league, 8 points. They are not overturning that. They are out of the DFB podcast already. I think it's a bad season for them. The season is gone already.
Well, that's interesting. Then, because let's go to the last game. The last game that also surprised a whole lot of bookies. Dortmund losing at home. I mean, Dortmund has been consistent since they sacked their coach. Niko Kovac has been trying to steady the ship, but it seems whatever he's trying out has not been working consistently. Even their game in the Champions League, it was a very boring game. I didn't expect them to even score in that particular game because of how little chances they created. They only had one chance in that game to score. And in the game against Auburn, the same thing happened. Jeffrey Goller's 23rd minute goal secured the vital away win for Auburn. Dortmund dominated possession but lacked creativity in the final third. They lost and passed Dortmund aspiration for European qualification. Auburn disciplined defense earned them 3 crucial points in their battle against relegation. What do you make about this particular game? I mean, one of the things that we've seen Dortmund struggle with this season is getting the goals, especially in the final third. They seem not to have an idea about how to put the ball, behind in the net, and that has been consistently happening this season. The same reason why Nuri Sahin was fired and Niko Kovac brought in still continues. What do you think? What do you think they can do differently to remedy the situation? I mean, the season is almost over, but looking forward to the fact that they still have a shouting chance in the Champions League. Is there something
They,
the
they, they,
fullback
they
needs
don't
to
have any
do?
shouting chance.
I
The
mean,
problem is,
their game ended in a draw. It ended in 1-1.
yes,
So,
even if they win, they will still go out in the next round now. So the problem is this: the definition of inconsistency is Dortmund. That Dortmund is the definition. If you are looking for the definition, all these Tottenham, all these guys, no. Dortmund is the real definition. This is Dortmund inconsistency. They are like this together, hand in hand. Because I don't know, this week you play well, next week you play well for 2 weeks. The next 2 weeks you fumble, you don't play well. Now those are the things when you sell your big players. I remember last season they have a guy called Marlon,
that's true.
amazing player. I don't know what they injected themselves with. Why did they sell him to Aston Villa? He was sold to Aston Villa. I don't know why. You have a guy that is performing, that is playing well. Why are you selling? Now you went ahead to get a Gurasi. Gurasi have been getting the goals, obviously. Gurasi has been playing well. Not that he has not been playing well, but at the end of the day, you need a complete team to compete. I'll say that again. You need a complete team to compete. You need to group together to compete. When you sell players, yeah, now and then, every day, every time, you are scattering the team, and you have to rebuild over and over again. Now they have Niko Kovac as their coach. If they with all this rubbish they are doing now, and then they will sack him again. Now you bring in another coach with his own philosophy and ideas. Now he tries to put in his own philosophy and ideas to the team. By the time they are trying to get it right. 2-3 months is gone already. They are in the 14th position. So all these things, it kills teams. Just leave your players, let them be there. Check all the big teams, all the teams that have been winning trophies, winning leagues, winning things. They keep the players together. Look at Real Madrid. Real Madrid don't sell anyhow. They keep the team together. Look at all these teams that have been winning. Keep the teams together. So that's one of the problems with Dortmund. I think the Champions League, I think they will go through. I think they will nick it over Leo. But that will be the end of the road in the next round.
Okay, and that's fantastic. Let's close out with the SerieA. Juventus losing scandalously at home, losing 4-0 to Atlanta. How do you explain that? How do you explain it? I mean, I was watching that particular game yesterday, and I was impressed with the performance of Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman again continues to prove Gasparini wrong. Atlanta delivered a stunning performance, defeating Juventus 4-0 at the Allianz Stadium, marking Juventus' first home defeat by a 4-goal margin since 1967. Goals from Matteo Rategui, Martin Derun, Davide Zappacosta, and Ademola Lookman secured a comprehensive win for Atlanta. Juventus' Western McKennie conceded a penalty leading to the first goal, and both McKennie and Timothy Weah struggled to make an impact. The defeat leaves Juventus at the risk of dropping to fifth place pending Lazio's upcoming game against Udinese. What do you make of that particular game? Juventus losing at home.
It's so funny. People were thinking Juventus was part of the title contenders. Yeah, it's really funny. Of course, Atlanta also they are not. They are not part of the title contenders. It's just a 2 race between Napoli and Inter because Atlanta, you see, another definition of inconsistency is Atlanta. Now they have won yesterday 4-0 against a very, very, very good Juventus side. Defensively, Juventus is the best defense in the league.
That's true.
Let's just put that out there. Juventus is the best defense in the league. Inter is the best defense in the Champions League. They've only conceded 1 goal. So every team should be wary of them. Um, Juventus, amazing team defensively. But you could see the way Atlanta turned them apart. Vlahovic, God. I don't know what I was doing. He practically took the ball and passed it to Lookman and said, go and score. And that one took it and mesmerized and sambalicious and caught them and just slot it in with a deflection of obviously. But it was an amazing goal. It was an amazing performance by Atlanta. I'm really happy for Ademola Lookman. I think next season is going to be amazing for him. I think he should be going to a very good team. PSG is out of it already. They have Kvaratskhelia, so I don't think um, they'll be going for Ademola Lookman. Um, Premier League, I don't know, maybe a United, maybe an Arsenal. Yes, if he comes to an Arsenal, he's going to play. He's going to wreak havoc. Martinelli doesn't do anything in that wing, so they should be getting a Lookman, a player that is a deadly finisher, or maybe you just stay there in the league and goes to Inter, a Napoli, a top teams that are better than Atlanta. But again, it's an amazing performance from Atlanta, and they deserve the win.
Okay, that's what. Let's close today's show out with the performance of Scott McTominay. McTominay was very important, was very instrumental in Napoli's win yesterday. Napoli dispatched Fiorentina 2-1. Scott McTominay delivered an outstanding performance for Napoli, contributing significantly to their 2-1 victory over Fiorentina. The Scottish midfielder created 2 chances, completed 4 out of 5 dribbles, and executed 3 successful long passes. Goal from Romelu Lukaku and Giacomo Raspadori secured the win for Napoli, keeping them 1 point behind league leaders Inter Milan. What do you make of that particular game? Napoli seems not to be relenting. It seems uh, their run of inconsistency is over. Do you think they stand a chance? And what do you make of Scott McTominay's performance? Remember, he was chased away like a thief in the night for Manchester United. He's in Napoli now, and is one of the integral players for Antonio Conte.
I think one of the players United shouldn't have sold is McTominay because the fighting spirit is always there, fighting for every ball. I think he would have been a very very good player under Ruben Amorim. Amorim would have loved him a lot because he's very energetic. He runs all over the pitch, and that's the kind of player Amorim needs to fit into his system. That's why I said one of the most stupid decisions United took was leaving Eric Ten Hag at the end of the season. Even Rafael Varane said he was shocked. He was shocked that Eric Ten Hag was given another contract at the end of the season and he was not sacked. That what should have been done is bring in this Ruben Amorim guy at the end of the season, last season, at the beginning of the season. So to play with all these players, I think a McTominay should be at Man United by now. Again, the match Napoli Fiorentina, it was a game of United former players writing the headlines from one United player running the show, another United player scoring, and another one making the mistake because McTominay took the shot. David De Gea parried the ball, pushed it to Lukaku. Of course,
Uh,
as a
uh,
goalkeeper, you
uh,
have to
uh,
fire
and unfortunately, three of them played together
together as
in,
United
at
exactly.
United, and they won things together. So I mean,
They want that's United obviously. So I think what you should have done is parry the ball. As a goalkeeper, you have to push the ball away from the attacker. He didn't do that, and Lukaku punished him. But amazing player Scott McTominay is, and I think SerieA player of the season. If you're looking at it, McTominay has to be part of the nominees. There's an Ademola Lookman. There will definitely be a Lautaro Martinez, and I think a Scott McTominay will also be there.
okay. Thank you so much. It's always amazing having you here. We've definitely missed you in the studio. I hope you will not be too busy this week to join us to
Now,
discuss the Champions League and the finals coming up over the weekend. But in any case, please share, comment, like, and subscribe to the channel for you to be able to get updates anytime we post content on the channel. Thank you so much, Timmy, for joining us. Have a
all
wonderful
right.
day ahead of you. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to be
Thank you.
here.
Thanks. Thank you so much.